Yo guys, HaloDr here, hope you're doing well. This is a video on how the pros play CTF. We're on CTF Bazaar here, game 3 of a best of 5, Sentinels against Optic Gaming. So we are on board with Lucid, watching Optic. They win the game 2-0, and we're going to see how they do it. How do they win CTF on Bazaar? So here we go, we're on board with Lucid. He's going to grab the overshield they've just slayed out in the market in the middle of the map. He's got the overshield. They know that the opposition's 2 dead. Grabs the OV, and then he's going to rush into palms right now, and he's going to begin a fight with Formal. Get some splash damage there from nades. Formal just living so well there. APG, they're doing so well as well. Right, so I just want to cover a few things there. So first of all, Lucid doesn't grab overshield until Optic have cleared that market area out. You don't need to drop onto overshield like a madman because it takes a couple of seconds to activate it. If there's people around, you're just going to die. So what I think though is that you can see Optic should know the Sentinels are 2 dead by the time Lucid picks up the overshield there. In my opinion, maybe he activated it a little bit early, because what they've got to do now after slaying out in market is they've got to slay out Sentinels in their base. And you need that overshield to be as full as possible by the time you go through to a Sentinel's base to try and slay out for the flag. So you don't want the overshield to deplete at all. It's only got 40 seconds on it, so you don't want to waste any of that 40 seconds if you can help it. Usually overshields don't last that long, but hey, if you can make the most of it, go for it. So the push doesn't come off because of, well, maybe a few reasons, but one of the reasons is a great bit of living from Formal. Here we go. Let's watch it again. Pushes in. This is how to defend a flag and a flag push. Formal here just jiggle peeking, using the equipment, thrusting, and that overshield gets melted. That is your job if you're defending up palms in a CTF game and you're under attack. You don't need to push out, particularly if you're down in numbers. The opposition will come to you. So you just have to live. That's your job. Use cover. Be a super annoying kill. Yeah, hold angles. Be close to cover and just be very difficult to kill. Put as much damage down as possible. Back off if you need to the next layer of cover behind you if you need to. But just try and live and put damage down. So we'll see that APG does something similar here. He just backs off. Puts damage down and gets a kill. That's great. Doesn't achieve much in terms of map control, but he wins a 1v1. Alright, we're going to skip forward in the video a little bit now. We're going to go to Optic's first flag cap. Okay, so here we go. Frosty has actually had rockets, and they've slayed Optic out in Optic's base pretty much, but it's forced Optic to spawn basement under the rockets there. And they all begin to overextend for the flag. Frosty can kind of see it, but he doesn't have a great angle on it. And Lethal is the only player back in the Sen base, so he's getting pushed by 2 guys there, and there's also APG in the base. He doesn't know he's there. And check that out. I mean, how do they get those kills right there? Frosty's just here trying to get kills, but boom, Ola pops around a corner with a Bulldog. And the reason is because they got gifted those rocket spawns. Sometimes you're gifting your opposition a free Bulldog, which is kind of bad, right? So ideally you want to make sure that you've got the Bulldog in your hand, under control, because there won't be 2 Bulldogs on the map at the same time. So if you've got a Bulldog, one of your team have got it, you can spawn them bottom rockets, no problem, knowing there won't be a free Bulldog there for them, just a couple of free spike nades. That's the double-edged sword that is the rocket basement spawn. APG tries to run it out, but Snakebite just drops down. Goes for that re. Trippy gets insanely clutch overshield there, by the way. Lethal baiting that, but because of the overshield, he lives and he can get the flag out a little bit more. Ooh. So I was actually wrong there. It wasn't the first flag cap for Optic at all, was it? But what it did showcase is if you've been slayed out in your base and they've got your flag, how can you neutralize that and actually go and get their flag as well? And that is, you all spawn rockets, right? You just overextend, you get their flag. You've got to win your 1v1s. You've got to win your pivs. Pivs means pivotal battles, by the way. Excuse the Halo jargon. So here we go, guys. The flag cap finally. It's a fairly long little segment of play, but it's just so well executed that I think it's worth watching the whole thing. So first of all, you've got Lucid, who spawned under rockets, by the way, again getting a free bulldog, and then he nades someone up in cafe, comes up into cafe, and here we go. So gets a kill on Formal there. Great use of the bulldog. Doesn't hit his shots there on Snakebite, who gets a really great kill there, very clutch. Trippy gets overshield again. I think that he could maybe activate that a little bit later. That overshield gets melted. And here we go. This is a cascade of kills that gets them the flag cap. So Trippy's already in the palms. It's so important to control the enemy's palms if you want to get a flag cap, by the way. So it keeps them spawning kind of that mangler spawn on that rocket elbow there, which is not conducive to defending your flag so well. You hear that? Keep living, Joey, keep living. That's the absolute key in these really important moments like this. You just keep living. You don't look for kills. You hold angles. You play sneaky. You be a really difficult player to kill. Nice clean up there for Trippy. Abusing the equipment there to get another kill. APG kind of lucky there, but gets a kill. And you want to pull the flag trees ideally. And it's a much faster route than pulling it in rockets. Then you want to throw the flag out if you can. Great play by the pillars here. So good with the grapple. And then Lucid could have stayed cafe here and put like flank pressure on the guys coming out of palms there, but he decides to go into palms itself by flanking around, which is okay. He gets one kill. Backs off. Again, keeping them spawning Mangler and rockets.
Such patience from Optic, but I don't think they had the kills on the board that would allow them to have the space to move that flag.
Again, great play. Pillars area from Lucid there.
Lucid is the key. He stayed alive. He was behind enemy lines. He was forcing Sentinels down.
That's it. Staying alive, being behind enemy lines. We've got a flag cap. There we go.
Onto that flag. APG says thank you very much, Lucid.
So we skip forward to the second flag cap now. This one is equally amazing. So here we go. We've got Formal kind of on that rocket mangler elbow here. He's just got a perfect on APG at rockets.
24 kills in a Slayer, but take our eyes over to the other side of the screen here. You're looking at the stats.
And then he gets cleaned up by Lucid, and you see Frosty just jumps over the top of him there. No radar, hey?
You're looking at Lucid,
and this is so good from Lucid. He just jumps on this box and uses the drop slide mechanic there to get the flag out quickly and get behind cover quickly. That's so good. If you can learn how to do that, try and do that more often. But he's throwing the flag that way because he knows that Frosty is at palm, so he's throwing it towards cafe because you want to be running it the way that the enemy isn't. But you can see lower down on his screen there that the Snakebite and Lethal are below in that rocket street.
20 and 14 for Lucid, 21 and 9 for Trippy.
Remember the name, Trippy, absolutely popping off in this game.
So Trippy helping up palms there, keeping the control. Snakebite and Lethal have actually gone all the way around to overextend.
And here he is on the HUD. He picks up another kill. They want to bring another flag in. Two players, though, overextended on the other side of the map.
Last two players alive, though. The flag is down. There's only one man who can stop this.
And then they slay out. See what they do is they Optic slay sent out middle of the map again. And you've got Formal, Frosty, Lethal all dead because they're not just focused on running the flag. They're also focused on dropping it and getting slays so that they've got a clean run. Snakebite here. He's just waiting around, trying to get some sneaky kills. He's an amazing player, but he makes a mistake here. He's not doing anything with his reticle. That's his problem there. He's listening for audio cues, but he's not looking. He knows where they're going to come from. They're going to come from double doors or cafe, but yeah, bless him. He gets caught with his trousers down there.
Lucid will get that flag almost home, the overextension.
I imagine the reason he waited by palms as well, because normally palms is the most popular route to run the flag, so he probably thought I can get at least one back smack here. But hey, reticle placement is key. And so yeah, there we go. They managed to hold on for the next 1 minute 30. The key takeaways there I think, guys, is once you've slain out and you've got control of the middle of the map, you've got to slay out in the enemy base. So you want to start off by having some control in palms, ideally, because then you force them to spawn by manglers or under rockets. And then what you can do is you can pull the flag, run it palms, but you want to be slaying throughout. You don't just want to be running blind. You want to be throw the flag out, get some slays if you need to, particularly in that middle area of the map. Bazaar's so big, if you just try and run it all the way across, they're going to come out and they're going to kill you all in the middle of the map. So drop the flag somewhere in the middle and then slay out with your team. And in those key moments, try not to take 1v1s. Try to only take battles where you've got an advantage. So back down, play for grenade kills and flanks and cleanups, and try not to take those 1v1s. It's not worth the ego kill just to lose a flag cap. So there you go. There's some play from Optic and Sentinels, how Optic won that game, and maybe some takeaways for you so you can better understand how to play Bazaar CTF and get more CTF flag wins. So guys, I hope that's been enjoyable for you. I hope you learned something as well. If you want to improve in Strongholds and Oddball as well, check out my other 2 videos. They've got pro gameplay in as well. They're top left in a playlist right now. And if you want to improve on movement in maps, there's a playlist bottom left popping up just now as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this, smash the like. If you've seen a few of my videos now, please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, guys, happy capture the flagging, and we'll see you in the next one.